Hey guys, how's it going? And welcome to Let's Play Rogue Legacy. I'm Nye, and this episode's going to be devoted, oh yes. This episode's going to be devoted entirely to beating the ever-loving crap out of Johannes, who, so far as I can tell, is meant to be the final boss. Now, I say that way because, honestly, I don't believe this guy is the final boss. I really don't. I feel that there's probably another boss after him. But let's go mess with them. Before I do that, though, I want to just go through all the journal entries, because there's some storyline that we apparently missed. So I want to read through what we have here, because I feel as if we're missing something. So let's just go through the journal entries. We did get the 25th entry for going to the final boss's lair, so that gave us the rest of them we were missing. So entry number 1. Treason. An assassin has wounded my father, the king. To bring order back to the kingdom, he has sent my siblings and I on a quest to save him. Together we will venture into the Cursed Woods and enter Castle Hampson. This cursed castle has stood on the edge of the woods since time immemorial, but rumors say that within it dwells an item which will cure any ailment. Tonight I will get a head start over my brothers and sisters and set forth on my quest while they lay asleep. To fail this quest would be an embarrassment to my name. Number 2. Although I am the eldest child, I am not my father's favorite. I have always known he planned to leave me with nothing, but if I find the cure, everything will change. The victor will earn nothing less than the throne upon his passing. Upon my ascension, my wife and my children shall move back into the royal quarters, back to the royal city, where we will once again be treated with the respect we deserve. No longer will we stand for the gossip and petty slander of my cousins. The other dukes shall bow as we pass, but I am getting ahead of myself. I must keep my priorities clear, conquer the castle, find the cure, collect my reward. Number 3. I have paid my dues and entered the castle proper. That devil Charon has taken all that I own as payment. He has even pilfered my private coffers. I have left my wife and children with nothing. He says it's the price for any and all who hazard the depths of the castle. He says it is fair. It is fair because of all who have entered, none have returned, but I will change that. I will be victorious. There is no greater swordsman than I, even amongst my siblings. Number 4. Everything about this castle's off. I can't keep track of my headings. There's no sun or stars to guide me. I find myself backtracking constantly, and I must painstakingly map out any progress lest I go in circles. The maps I pilfered off the corpses of other adventurers are breathtakingly inaccurate. It's almost as if they were describing a different castle altogether. Perhaps this place does something to the mind, or are the stones truly shifting beneath my feet? I cannot exit through the front gate, but that is of little concern. I'm committed to my cause and will not back out. So far, none of the maps I found coincide with my own, yet upon comparing them as a whole, I believe I've unearthed a slight pattern. It seems the forest is always to the right, the tower above, and below, well, hopefully I won't have to find out. I have never liked the dark. I prefer to meet my enemies on an open field in plain sight, but now I find myself braving these darkened gallows with one gauntlet outstretched, the other by my hilt. I can never tell what horror lies beyond each corner. I am the greatest swordsman in all the lands, yet even I am having trouble keeping these demons at bay. My siblings should be grateful that I rushed ahead of them. For them, it was a blessing in disguise. They would not have fortitude to survive these halls. It is still night. Past every window stares back the same melancholic moon, but I swear I've been here for at least a whole waking day. It must be the adrenaline. I've never felt so powerful, yet simultaneously challenged. It is exhilarating to charge through these rooms, cutting down enemy after enemy. In some ways, the foes in this castle feel tailored to me, training me, guiding me, watching me. This may sound crazy, but if this castle can somehow sense those within it, I fear it may hold malicious intent as well. If my assumptions are correct, the design of these halls could all be a ploy, calling me down further into a trap. I must stay alert. From the number of dead adventurers I have passed in these halls, I have come to the following conclusions. 1. Many did not take enough provisions with them. I assume many died of hunger. I myself am running low and will have to find more supplies. 2. Many are missing clothes, which explains the pant-wearing zombies. 3. No one has made it as far as I, since I have not passed any corpses in over an hour. The door to the throne room is driving me mad. Beyond it lies the king's salvation and my reward, but it stands silent in the middle of the castle foyer, taunting me. I've tried pushing it, kicking it, yelling, "Open sesame," but nothing works. There are icons emblazoned on the doors, and one of them looks like a beast I avoided deep in the castle. Perhaps there's some correlation. The emblems on the castle door are a clue. I slew the giant beast that matched one of the icons, and I sensed something shift behind the throne room doors. As if in a dream, I could see an emblem on the door glowing in my mind's eye. A truly out-of-body experience. At least I know I'm on the right track, but I must hasten my pace, for the king could succumb to his injuries at any moment. But first I must rest. Tomorrow I will enter the forest. This forest is unlike anything I've ever seen before. It is both serene and terrifying. I stand on lush grass, but beside me yawns open a chasm so wide and deep it threatens to swallow me whole. I still have not heard a response from the rock I tossed in earlier. A single misstep and my descent would be eternal. It is truly a horrifying thought. An eternity of darkness is more frightening than any beast I have fought thus far. If I fell, what would kill me first? The hunger or myself? On a side note, I am now using the forest fissure as my own personal lavatory. I wonder if I am pooping into another dimension. I have found a solution to my hunger problems. The forest holds an endless bounty of delicious mushrooms, and within these mushrooms lie chicken eggs, also gold coins, and vials of sparkling water. I broke open a tree trunk earlier and a bag of money fell out. Sometimes I feel like I have gone insane. Plus, what's up with the moon? It's huge. I slew the beast of the forest, and I have felt the throne weaken once more. So far, my assumptions have proven correct. Each wing of the castle houses its own guardian beast. Was this designed as a test of will? If so, then I cannot fail, for the further I venture, the more bold I become. Tomorrow, I scour the tower. I am on a roll. I have been methodically clearing the demons in these rooms in my quest to slay the next guardian, but I am losing track of time and other things. As I entered the tower, I felt time stand still, or perhaps that is the vertigo talking. I never was keen on heights, or was I? I am finding it increasingly difficult to remember who I am. I think that's how that last one ended. I clicked too fast. I remember being a famous adventurer. My martial prowess surpassed all of my brothers. That I am sure of. While they spent their days buried in their bookish studies, I was out killing brigands and monsters. I always wonder why my father favored them over me. Isn't it always the opposite in fairy tales? Fortune favors the bold, not the insipid intellectual, or something like that. Man, I would love to see my brothers try to outthink my sword in their face. What if years have passed since I first entered these walls? It is true that I am becoming more proficient in clearing monsters, but it feels like an age has passed. I've even forgotten what my own kin look like. What if they think I have failed? What if one of my brothers has beaten me to the cure? And what if I mistook them for a monster? I must be going insane. I've stumbled across a carnival inside this castle, complete with a sad clown and everything. He's sort of an ass, but I guess you can't be picky with your friends in a place like this. I'm getting hungry again. Good thing I topped up on chicken legs. I found these inside of a chandelier. This castle, sometimes I wonder if it's all just a big joke. I have bested the beast of the tower, and once again I could feel the throne room giving up some of its power. The rush I feel from this victory is intoxicating. Never have I felt so confident, so powerful, so at home. Just a little further and I'll be able to earn my reward. I'm so close, I will make my father proud. I have been standing outside the dungeon gate for longer than I care to admit. My courage has finally been sapped, for I have spied the monsters below, and they make my previous struggles laughable in comparison. I must steel myself. I must focus. There is so little light down there, I fear that I may lose myself. I thought I knew what darkness was, but here in the dungeon, the darkness is a voice. It calls at me through grates and around corners. It taunts me. The darkness is so thick, it is almost tangible, and the beasts here have made it their home. They move swiftly through the corridors and are more terrifying than anything I've fought before. I must be prudent and choose my battles carefully. Being confrontational now may cost me my life. I have done it! I have defeated the good dungeon's master. All that remains is to enter the throne room. After this, the king will honor me for my valor and acknowledge me as rightful successor to the throne, not my faceless siblings. I sit here making my final preparations. All that lays between me and the lord of this castle is the golden doors. There is a nervousness in my body that I cannot quell. Is this fear or fear-sightement? All I know is that my journey is finally reaching an end. I have almost forgotten why I entered this castle in the first place, but I remember now. I have bested my siblings, I will save the king, and leave this castle a greater man than when I entered. My family will get the honor they so rightfully deserve. Now I enter the throne room. I never knew what treasure lay in this castle. I knew only that it would cure the king. Who could have suspected it would be the fountain of youth? I expected a monster to greet me at the dais, a foe of unimaginable strength. I imagined it would take all my strength to best him, but when I entered the castle and saw my father, the king, sitting atop the dais with goblet in hand, I knew all was lost. He would never die, and I would never be heir. There are no words to express what I feel. Today marks the rest of eternity. I never knew what treasure lay in this castle, just that it would cure the king of his illness. Who would have known it would have been the fountain of youth, a myth which grants one eternal life. As I look down on the body of the king, I realize it is inevitable. Children will always answer for their father's sins. I entered this castle a swordsman, a savior, but all I have left is a rogue's legacy. I can feel your anger, but know it was not I who sent your family to ruin. The moment the king set foot within this castle, the royal coffers were emptied by Charon. My family, all families, had lost all hope for a better life, and in my mind's eye, I foresaw only desperation and poverty ravage the country. There was nothing for me to go back to. To my children and my children's children, I sit here, impassive, immortal, and await thee. So there's the story, guys. Yeah. Now all we have left is Johannes himself, and we need to beat the ever-loving crap out of him. Let's get to it. Cannot believe I didn't take any damage there, but I took damage there. Crap! Man, we were doing so good there. No. Okay, I guess we're going with that. I'm hoping the really large axe will be able to make up for the fact that it doesn't work all that well. But hopefully, I mean, Johannes likes to jump a lot, so I should be able to do that. I just gotta... Dodging his spells is basically the hardest part of this fight. Because he barely attacks. Blah, 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 blah. But yeah, this is going to be the rest of the episode until I beat this asshole. That spell does a lot of damage. Yeah, I can do that too, Johannes. The only way I can deal damage to him... Yep, and there's that. The only way I can really deal damage to him is with my sword, and he's really good at making me hate that. Assassin... I'm gonna try the dragon again. I didn't do really well with the dragon last time, but I kind of feel like the last time I did with the dragon, I was doing better than I have this time. I really do feel that Hokage is the answer to this, but the game is so against giving me a Hokage at this point. It basically wants me to beat this with a minor, I'm sure of it. Let's jump up here real quick, get my mana back. Out of here. In this direction. Oh, that was close. Get out of here. Oh, crap. How did I... Kite him all day long. Where are you, Johannes? Over here. No! I saw it coming. I'm like, nope, I'm not out of this. I kind of feel that dragon is a good way to go, honestly. Nope. Damn. I guess I'll do the Paladin. Yeah, the game is just not giving me... I want Hokage because it really just gives me a lot of damage off my sword. And the teleport ability would be really good just to get past him so I can get out of a corner. But the game just seems not willing to give me that. Might need to go level up a bit. Need to grind a bit. But I really think I can do this. I do. I kind of hope this guy has MP. I'm pretty sure he doesn't. God, stop. He is such a dick. He really is. Just all that damage in a row. Spell Sword, Paladin. Spell Sword, I guess. With an axe again, though. The axe just isn't working. Like, getting hit so many times like that is just... I don't know what I can do against him. I'm probably just going to have to go grinding in, like, the Land of Darkness. Just get a bunch of money down there. Why am I unable to skip this? Come on. Okay, so let's, let's get over here. Basically, this is going to be kiting him all day long. Oh, crap. How did he not get hit by the down spike? Dodge that. Hit him with that. I mean, he doesn't have a terrible amount of health. It's the damage that he deals, which is a major problem. Yep, there it goes. He turns on a dime. He casts spells everywhere. Dragon, Assassin, Hokage somewhere? No? Okay. I mean, I should be able to do it with the dragon. I should. It's just a matter of staying out of his range. Just staying the freak away from him. And that's the plan. I don't know how well that plan's gonna pass through, but just gotta stay far away from him, just not get hit by the axes, basically, because the axe is what seems to be killing me every time as the dragon. Oh, okay, don't. That's okay. I just won't fly. It's the one advantage I have in this form. Go up and over. Dodge that sword. He's got to be a spell sword, right? Because he has the super spell sword attacks. Whoa! Now, can I use the Fountain of Youth? That's a question. Oh, well, there's that. It's really... The irritating thing about being the dragon, this is what's really screwing me right here. The irritating thing about being the dragon is that you have to, when you turn to attack, you actually move closer to them for like a fraction of a second. And that's one of the things that's getting me killed on the dragon, is because I'm trying to turn to attack him and just do like quick kiting techniques, and the game's just not accepting it. Like, it's saying, okay, if you're gonna turn, you're gonna move towards him, and that'll move you into, you know, danger. So that's irritating. Stop dodging my shit. And he just completely ignored that attack. What the hell was that? Oh, and I just apparently flew into the handle of that sword. He completely ignored one of the attacks. Dragon, Paladin, Hokage somewhere, please? Nope. And being a giant dragon is probably not going to help me. Yeah, I'm probably going to have to go grinding. That's what I'm probably going to have to do, because these fights are, you know, getting pretty short. Yes, yes, yes. I really wish I could skip this intro. Press start, skip bullshit. Wow, I feel so slow right now. Can I just use this? No? Didn't think so. See, I gotta move towards him to attack, and that actually is what actually got me hit just now. Not to mention I'm not at all faster than he is. By, you know, any real means. Oh, there's damage. Wow, I can't believe I skipped. I can't believe I made him miss. Okay, well. Dodge. And there's damage. This might work. Dwarf spell sword with, yeah, that might work. I don't think it does much damage, though. And I have to actually, deal damage to him. I have to actually get in and hit him to make this work. Oh boy, this is annoying. Very, very annoying. Yeah, he just, for no particular reason, he'll just ignore damage. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Yeah, I'm not faster than him. By any stretch of the imagination. Dodge that. And I get in and I take damage anyways. How do you bypass a boss fight? You don't get to bypass it. Hokage. Spell sword. Well. Luckily, this thing doesn't matter how you cast this. It casts the same anyways. I don't think that spell is going to be particularly useful against him, though. I think I'm going to be using the teleport function more than I'll be using the conflux. Okay, well, I'll try a couple more times just for the duration of this episode, and then what I guess I'll have to do is if I can't get him, I'm going to have to go farming. And having hypergonadism would probably be really useful for this fight. We should be able to knock him back so he can't, you know, do some of this bullshit. No! See, he's faster than you are. Or, well, he's as fast as you are. So you're trying to get away, and he just goes, no, I'll be right here with you. So here's the hypergonadism I was asking for, so I guess that'll work. Farsightedness is not helpful, unfortunately. But, I guess, you know, we're going to be hopefully doing it with this. Does he get tired of saying this speech to everybody who comes in, you think? Because apparently, like, we're all his cousins, so you think he gets tired of that? Oh, no! That was it! That was it! That was gonna work! I had him! Damn, that would have been... That was totally it. Knocking him back meant that he couldn't do freaking anything to me. I was just wrecking his face. And then he gets that freaking sword. But, like, knocking him up over and over and over like that just made it so he couldn't do anything. I had him so close. Crud, we were so close to Venom, you know? Okay, I forget what I am. I'm a hyperchondriac and I'm ambivalous, I guess? Yeah. Okay, just, that's cool. freaking sword! Oh, that's helpful. Oh, come on! I was expecting to hit him. Well, there goes basically, yeah, I didn't figure the game would give me any more Hokages for a while. Okay, well, let's keep trying. I don't know, maybe an assassin will work. I mean, I might be able to use the blends into shadows thing to just dodge damage for a few seconds and reposition myself, so hopefully that'll work. I don't think it will, honestly, but, you know, who knows. If I can land a couple of those really good crits that they're able to do... You have to be a better player than I am to dodge some of these attacks. And I am just not that good. See? I keep on expecting that downward slash right there to actually hit, and it doesn't. And that's what's gotten me killed twice in a row. Barbarian Queen, I guess I'll go for the assassin that has hybrid gonadism. That seems like a decent thing. I'm not here, you can't see me. Okay, I'm gonna keep trying. Hopefully, you know, I'll make this happen at some point. I would love for it to be during this episode. The anti-boss episode. I prefer doing this as the Hokage just because it has the guaranteed, you know, high damage. That. Get that hit in. Okay. See, this seems to be working. Smack him when he comes in. Smack him when he comes in. Let him do his jumping bullshit if he likes. Just smack him midair. I cannot believe I actually took damage on that one. Get a couple critical hits in. Gotta keep on dodging the axes. Just basically get my hits in where I can. There we go. But just not go risky about getting the hits. God, I keep on expecting him to, like, do another form or something, or start attacking faster. Almost got him. Slow and steady wins the race. I cannot believe I got hit by that. Got him. Bite me. Bite me. Eat me. You think you have slain me? I have lived for over 1,000 years, and I will live for 10,000 more. Alexander, Kidder, Ponce de Leon. I was not the first hero to reach the fountain, but I will be the last. Oh boy. Told you that wasn't the final boss. Oh, you have got to be kidding me. Oh boy. I was wondering why these were here. Yeah, that's damage. What's that do? Oh, just fun stuff in general. Oh, God! I told you it wasn't the final boss! I told you it wasn't the final boss! Ah, oh, son of a bitch. Okay. This is the guy we're gonna go with. I have figured out the strategy for his first form. Just basically let him attack at you, do not bother with him. If he jumps at you, slash him. If he runs at you, slash him. His second form is the scary one. I wonder if it's a pattern or how he does it, but okay. Just don't mess with him. Let him attack you. Okay. Doing good. Just basically, I essentially do not have a spell for all intents and purposes. Almost done. Almost done with first form. There's probably one attack more. Yeah. Okay, so now he's gonna gloat a little bit. Yada, yada, yada. Taunt, taunt, taunt. Okay. Second try. Oh, I don't want to be grabbing those, actually. What's he gonna do? Well, that's new. I'll be over here. Okay, it's gonna do this one. Cool. Oh, damn. I cannot believe I took damage from that. Oh, what? I was completely apart from it! You are kidding me! Okay, folks, well that'll be it for this episode of Let's Play Rogue Legacy. We've beaten the final boss's first form, and we've seen his second one. It only has like 3 attacks, it's fairly easy, it's just we gotta get in there. The strategy for the first form is really easy, it's just we have to figure out the strategy for the second form, which, I don't know, I thought I was doing really good for the second time. It's just, you know, hit and get away, just dodge his abilities, just his abilities are really freaking annoying. I'll see you guys soon.